Yeah.
But I might have weird toes.
The thing is, like, I don't think I want to. I've already filmed you, like, in a lot of compromising positions. And I just don't feel the need to add your feet. Like, imagine, like, I'm trying to get, like, a job in, like, videography or photography or something. And they're like, yeah, let me see some of your work. It's just, like, salacious pictures of you.
I know, they could be like, wow, you're incredible.
Yeah, maybe.
You're so bold for capturing those crooked toes.
And with that, welcome back everybody to Two Dudes Rank Music Albums.
Welcome to Two Dudes Ranking Music Albums, a completely original idea. Two Dudes Ranking Music Albums. Truly, no one has seen something like this done before.
Da 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 whew. Da 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 da. It kind of became something else at the end.
A long theme song. This is a long theme song, Sean.
I know, and I wrote an actual theme song, so it's like, what am I even doing?
What are we doing? Wasting time.
Wasting time. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be ranking Manchester Orchestra albums. This is Clay's pick this month, this couple of months, two-ish months, month and a half, whatever. This is Clay's pick, and so he's excited, and I am excited.
That's good news, people. He didn't hate Manchester Orchestra.
I didn't hate Manchester Orchestra at all. I thought they were great. I do have things to say. I'm very curious to see how this goes, and I'm also nervous because I think you'll kill me. But I also don't know what specifically from Manchester Orchestra you like above the others. So, like, I don't know what's about to happen. That's basically
we'll see.
The long and the short. And today, do we want to do the no talkie? Or should we? Let's give you each album as we rank them. We get 5 words to react to the others.
5 words?
Yep, 5 words. Or you can just make noises. Whatever feels better. We're trying to speed through the ranking portion so we get to talking about them. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about them later, and we're gonna rank them very quickly. And a lot of the judgment is gonna come from the faces.
Yeah.
Apparently
it's gonna be very heavily on that side because you feel much more strongly about this than me.
I feel very strongly.
I'm very nervous about what's about to happen, but let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Interesting.
That was almost expected, you fool.
That was 2 words.
Interesting. Oh yeah, we're not talking.
Yeah, we've said all we can. Let's keep blasting through. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
I feel surprised. End of statement.
My 5 words are going 3, 2, 1.
Wow, okay.
I am shocked at you.
Your face.
I'm taking 3 of those. I'm taking 3. Three,
2, 1.
Oh. Really? Sean? Really?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Underwhelming.
Simple math.
Not the album, the rankings.
Oh.
It's like, whatever, it's fine.
We have too many words.
Yeah. I can't explain
We are at too many words.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
I didn't use my 5. I've done that bit too many times.
I've laughed every single time though.
That's worth
It's tickled me every single time. I've been like,
Oh. 3.
2, 1. Okay.
Okay.
Phew!
If you chose the other one first, I would have killed you.
That was too many words.
Hey!
Oh, frick! 3, 2, 1. How about that? How about that? Yeah.
Cool. Perfection.
Uh-huh.
It only needs one word.
And yet you used too many anyways.
And now we're going to rank the album covers themselves.
But we only have 2 minutes. Go.
Oh, this is stressful. Who's your number 1?
I think that's got to be number 1.
my number
Although this one's really good too.
Number 1, number 2.
I'd actually put this number 1 to number 2,
Okay.
but they're both really, really good. They can easily be flopped.
This is insane. This is insane.
I love this album cover. I think
Cope
the
is
weakest.
last.
Yeah, I think
Cope
Cope.
is last. Cope
Hope has more going on. At
Yeah,
least.
Hope this is 4th for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think...
And then
5th.
Mean Everything's a Nothing and Simple Math kind of.
Or that one next. And then that one, that one, that one. Yeah. Did you guys get that?
I didn't follow that at all. Whoever's editing this needs to just like track your hand.
I said I'm not surprised by some things, but I'm extremely surprised by other things.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Okay. So we're going to talk in release order.
Yeah, release order. So, Like a Virgin, who lost it. I'm like, what is it called? Like a Virgin.
Who lost a child.
Yeah, like who lost a child. What do you have to say about this album?
I have a lot of things to say about this album.
I mean, or maybe I should go first because you'll probably have more to say on pretty much all of these, is my guess. But
Well, because you ranked it higher than I did.
I did. That's true. So here was my experience: is I listened to it. I listened to them in order.
Yeah.
And when I first listened to it, I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it. And so I was like prepared to rank it kind of low, but I also was like, I feel like you need to give it another chance. So it might be recency bias, but this is the most recent album I listened to.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, the second time through, it just like exploded out of the water for me. It jumped ahead because I really was like Simple Math and Mean Everything to Nothing. I actually really liked both of those, like a lot. Like I wanted them to be higher.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like some of the, it's always the lyrics with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always lyrics, you know. God, your skin tastes much better with aging, not sweet like back in Sunday school. What the heck?
We're going to talk about this. Andy Hull is a crazy man. In the best way possible. The lyrics are insane.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a funny comment. I'm not going to talk about it right now because it's going to work like halfway through. I'm going to talk about more of this.
Yeah.
About his lyrics. But yeah, I think lyrically, this album is crazy. Really, really good. I mean, I think lyrically, almost all the albums are really good.
Yeah.
This one is really good.
Yes.
But the music, for lack of a better word, it's a little early 2000s generic rock.
Yes.
Like if you listen to the music, right, not the lyrics, it almost a lot of them sound the same, unfortunately.
That is a criticism I had for pretty much the first, pretty much their whole catalog, but especially the first half.
Yeah.
It like I would finish an album and I was like, I could not tell you a single song I listened to. Like it just like none of it like
the title
sticks in my head, you know, like it, and like we'll talk about that more. But yeah, that's definitely a criticism I have of Manchester Orchestra overall. But it's also maybe not necessarily a bad thing, which again I'll get into that later.
Yeah.
On. But yeah.
Yeah, I also found some of the lyrics And I mean, like a lot of songs, they have repeating, but that one for me, it was really repetitive.
Yeah.
And I was like, the song's going on too long.
Mm. Yeah.
I was like, it could have been like 2 minutes shorter or a minute shorter. But overall, I really like it. Do you have anything else to say about the album, or do you want to talk about standout songs?
Yeah. Let's talk about standout songs. I loved Where Have You Been?
Yeah, that was, yep. The first four, again, kind of a little generic for me. I'm sorry, people, but...
I Can Barely Breathe. That has the line, if I knew I was dying, would it change you? That's so really poignant and good. And that's also, everybody has their reasons. That's the reason we're all going to die. Like, oh, man. Good stuff.
I like the lyrics on that one. My notes is that one, it was a little bit too long. And I don't know if that's just because it kind of... Again, sounds the same. Yeah. So I'm listening to the same.
I think by the time I came back around, I had figured out a new way to listen to them. Mm-hmm. Instead of like giving 100% effort, I kind of phased it out and listened for things that just hit suddenly. And that is why I like had such a better experience with it. Interestingly enough. Anyways, yeah. Any standout songs for you?
Sleeper.
Yeah,
Sleeper was my favorite song.
That's definitely on my list as well.
Yeah, the lyrics, this has always been worth living, but what's really worth living anymore?
Yeah. That's such a sad song. It's really good.
And if I have my facts correct, he dropped out of high school and was homeschooled, and that's when he started writing music.
Okay. I have no idea.
Believe. If that is incorrect, that is getting edited out.
Fair enough.
But yeah, and then they released a bunch of singles, and then that's when they made their first. Is they just he put it all together when he made his band. But I'm pretty sure they were pretty young when he started writing.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. I also like Golden Ticket because Golden Ticket for me did not feel like it fit the album in a good way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I think it was changed a little bit. Yeah. Anything else? Any other comments?
No, that's my main stuff on that one, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For me, 3rd place.
4th place. Yeah, I mean, it really...
For me.
Try again.
6th place.
Perfect. There we go. And that'll get cut out, so...
I know how to...
Yeah, it definitely was lower initially, and then it just really impressed me the second time through. Yeah. So, whatever. You know? Whatever. Mean everything to nothing next?
Yes, mean everything to nothing.
All right, you must have much to say about this.
Very low placement.
Yeah.
He's not waking up tomorrow.
I was so nervous about today. I was so nervous about this.
You should.
I was like,
you should. You put me everything and nothing in 6th place.
I was so nervous.
If I had hot takes on the last YouTube, this is a hot take. This is insanity.
Okay. Again, the first half of their catalog, a lot of it blended together for me. Yeah. So you can see this is like the first half of their catalog, except for that, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of their newer stuff is what ended up higher for me. Okay. So that's why it's as low as it. I actually really, really loved it. I genuinely did.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so he put it 6th.
So here we are.
Well, I think you're insane. Shake It Out.
Shake It Out's great.
Pride.
It's not on my list, that's fine.
Okay. Hot One.
Yeah.
Do you not have that one either?
No.
You need to re-listen to this album.
Okay.
People of YouTube, the people of Manchester Orchestra fans,
he
needs to re-listen to this album, and he will be putting it much higher.
My highs were Shake It Out.
Yeah.
I've Got Friends, Everything to Nothing, and The River.
Okay. I also had My Friend Marcus and Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Again, his lyrics, they're amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I'll use to defend myself for this placement, okay? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I listen to Manchester Orchestra and I'm reading along the lyrics and I'm like, I think I am actually too stupid to understand this.
now you brought that up. I have to segue into my funny comment from earlier.
Okay.
Andy Hull is a brilliant person. We can both agree on that.
Yeah.
He writes his lyrics, I have come across, in two ways, where he's either very symbolic.
Yes.
And very like, what am I listening to? But it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, these words are somehow like speaking to me.
You can break it down into feelings and emotions.
Yeah. And then other lyrics, he's like, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Other lyrics, he's very like, life sucks. Your dog died. Your wife left, and God isn't listening to you. You either get one of those songs with him, and I love it. I love both of them. But sometimes it's like this beautiful symbolic. I'm like this emotional and this like raw emotion, and other times it's like your life sucks, man. Your wife's gone. Yeah. God doesn't listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
By the way, your best friend died. I'm like, oh my.
Sometimes I truly am like, and maybe it's more just like indicative of where I've been the past couple months. I've been stressed with work and stuff like that, you know, the lame excuses we all always use for stuff like this. And maybe it's indicative of that, where it's like, this album just didn't hit me because like I just wasn't ready for it at this time or whatever. But like, I mean, especially like early on this stuff, like I was like reading lyrics along, focusing on the instrumentals, like really trying to dive deep on stuff. And it was like genuinely sometimes like exhausting. Because the lyrics he writes, I think, are so intricate. I think it is like, especially when we're doing what we do and like going through every song and reading every song back to back to back to back. I do think it is exhausting, like you said, and it can kind of like, feel a little fatigued. But because when I'm just like listening to it, I'm like, yes, this is good. There's emotion. I'm understanding. But when it's like we're deep diving like this, I know what you mean. Okay. But yeah, I like the second half of this album a lot more because again, I think musically it was a little generic rock until about the second half. Yeah. And then also this album, his screaming. I'm going to talk about his screaming a lot. Yeah, that's valid.
It starts to grow there, and so yeah.
This dude, I mean, his vocals are just insane. Yeah.
Insane.
But yeah, I do agree where it's like, I do remember thinking like the first half of the album, like waiting for something new to happen almost. And then like finally getting there and things start slowly kind of shifting. But yeah. So it ends up there for those reasons and also for my own stupidity.
He will be listening to it again and again and again. Simple Math.
Simple Math.
We were pretty close.
Yeah, actually.
And I feel like that is a fair ranking for that album.
Yeah. I felt that, obviously, compared to you, I felt it was a step above Mean Everything to Nothing.
Okay, yeah.
I had a lot of highs on it, actually.
Yes, I do too.
Dear, Mighty, Pale Black Eye, Virgin, Pensacola, Simple Math.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I think, I have, basically, after the first two songs, Dear and Mighty, all of them are like, no skips for me. But I think it's an insane album. I think musically, this is where they really started to get different, and this leads into.
I think that is why it's resonated with me more.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And musically, I do think this is a better album than that one. And for me, these two are pretty interchangeable. Yeah. I just listen to Mean Everything to more.
I think there's like a reason both of us have them right next to each other. Yeah. I think they're very close to each other in quality. For me, the bigger change-ups that were occurring here mattered more to me, at least in that first listen. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, those albums are pretty interchangeable because I think Simple Math has more standouts, but I find myself listening to Mean Everything more. Sure. I have a funny story about Pensacola. Okay. Years ago, I listened to a song and an earworm happened. You know what an earworm is, people, right?
Yeah, they dig into your brain
and it's just
been
stuck there. Oh. I've had, it's been stuck there. Digs in and it gets stuck. Okay, yeah. So there's a part of Pensacola. It's the end of the song where it's like, I'm gonna forget the lyrics.
I have no idea. I'm not going to be able to help you here.
I'm blanking on the lyrics because I have stage fright, people. The big light is
just pretend. Here, wait, I'll cover it up. Don't worry. I got you. Okay, think it through.
Yeah,
think it through, buddy. Okay.
That has been stuck in my head for years. I did not know this song was a Manchester Orchestra song. I don't know where I heard that. I don't know exactly when, but I've had that stuck in my head for years. Yeah. So I'm listening to this album, and you caught me, people. I had not listened to the whole album of Simple Math before. All right.
Fake fan.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Get out of here. Anyways.
I put Mean Everything to Nothing through the last.
But anyways, I listened to that, and I remember I dropped whatever I had in my hands, and I was like, this is the song.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the song I've had stuck in my head for years. But anyways, I like Pensacola a lot.
That's a good one.
One of my favorite lyrics is from Leave It Alone. Mm-hmm. And he says, your brags turn to boasts and into fighting your dad's ghost.
That's good. Yeah. I have a similar one, I think. Not similar, but ended up abusing even those I thought immune. I just loved that. Yeah. And then the other lyric I've written down from this album is, God has never been afraid to fill our cups with more than they could hold. Are we on the same thing? Yeah. Till they all overflow and we drown once and for all. That's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is pretty good, people. I think something I love about him is he's not afraid to talk about religious guilt.
Oh, yeah.
And also his battle with religion.
It's like mainly what he talks about.
And then talking about his faith as well.
Yeah.
I think he hits those three things.
He never backs down from that. And I think it's beautiful because of that.
Yeah. I think, and like I was saying, he's not afraid earlier to hit on these heavy subjects. Like in some of his songs, they are heavy. They are extremely dark and extremely deep. And he talks about his like faith and like stuff like that. And so, it's good.
Cool.
It's good. So I didn't like Leaky Breaks the first time I listened to it, but I've listened to it about 100 times since, and I really like it now.
Okay.
I blamed you for not being someone you could not be.
Yeah, I do remember that lyric.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Cool.
Alrighty, let's move on
My man's lyricism.
It's Cope and Hope.
Cope and Hope. Right. So this is interesting.
Yep.
The overall situation with these two.
Yep.
Like obviously I could tell they were related.
Yep, so Cope was released first.
Yeah.
As their kind of extremely stereotypical rock sounding music.
Yes.
This might be a little controversial. This feels like their first album.
Yeah.
The quality
that's the thing with Cope, is like it felt like a regression from Simple Math for me because Simple Math, they started evolving. Like, that's what we said.
Yes, yeah.
Like, they started changing. Sound started to change. But Cope, all of a sudden, it became... I described it to, like, people in my life, like, they started 100, and then they never change from there. Every single song starts and remains at 100 the entire time, and it just becomes a wave of noise by the end.
I am surprised this wasn't last for you, so I'm excited, or not excited. I am intrigued to what you're going to say about Hope. But Hope for me is easily the bottom album, just because it literally is a regression. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It feels. Do you know what I mean when I say it feels like their first album?
No, I do. Yeah, because it feels like they're just kind of experimenting with a single sound.
Yeah. If we thought this was generic 2000s rock music, this is just generic rock.
Cope is just a single
line
focus thing. Yeah.
Not to say I don't love some of the songs.
Yeah, actually, like I really liked. This is what I found from Cope. I think I even had to listen to it twice. Is I had to really focus on songs. The only songs that really stood out to me were songs where there's like a very like catchy, nice sounding guitar line that is like repeatable instead of just being the drone of like all of the chord, like all of it hitting. So like I think Cope had one of those. Trees has a great guitar melody. See It Again, except for See It Again actually kind of goes back to more of the same, but it has a little bit more going on than the rest of the album. Those were the only 3 like true highs for me in that album.
Yeah, and the lyrics are almost completely the same. There's a few songs that have slightly different lyrics to Cope and Hope, which is good.
Yeah, that was confusing for me as I was trying to figure out lyrics.
I like some of the songs from Cope, but the reason I like some of the songs from Cope is because I like them in Hope.
Interesting.
I want to have more nice things to say about Cope, but I'm sorry, Cope.
I guess you're gonna have to just deal with it.
Dang it. So now we can talk about Hope.
Let's talk about Hope.
We can talk about Hope. I love Hope. I like Hope a lot.
Yeah, Hope is pretty high for you.
Yep, I really like it. I have lots of good things to say about it, but first I want Negative Nancy over here to say his piece about.
I think what happened is I listened to Cope and I was underwhelmed, and then I was told I need to listen to the same album again.
Yeah.
And I was I don't want to. I think that's literally the only. I feel like Cope and Hope are pretty interchangeable for me on the bottom there.
Oh, we'll just fix it right now for you then.
I mean,
for the first time in ranking history,
no one's ever done this before.
I'm correcting Sean's.
We get like 8,000 angry comments. You can't move the ranking. What's on the wall?
We got 8,000 comments.
The first time. It's like 20 minutes into a video.
I'm sorry.
People are watching.
I think they did improve the quality.
Yeah,
of
I agree.
The sounds, and that's why Cope is just so bad to me. Because if you listen to it, it literally sounds like they recorded it in a garage.
Mm-hmm.
I know they probably didn't. Manchester Orchestra, I love you, but I'm sorry, it's not the album. Top Notch, Choose You, Girl Harbor, The Mansion, The Ocean, Every Stone, All That I Really Wanted. I just like the whole album.
Wow.
I just like the whole album. But I do still think that it has lower quality.
Yeah.
I do not think it compares to the rest of the albums in its quality. The sounds in Hope as well are more different than Cope because it's not just boom, 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 boom. It's a little bit different.
Okay, this album I wrote the longest note on. Okay, so let me just read it out because I think it says. I mean, it says some of what I've already said, but overall, I had a lot of hope. Haha. For this album. I found I enjoyed many of the songs a bit more than on Cope. It really solidified my overall thoughts generally on the band. Most of their songs start at 100 and don't change, leading to a feeling of sameness across. The acoustic album presented the chance to grow throughout songs by starting with less and adding as it goes. And they do, but not to the degree I wanted.
Yeah. I would also say it's their first in-your-face screaming album.
Yes.
Which is very different from Manchester Orchestra, so I see where you're coming from. I'm so glad you ranked it 7 and not 8. But
who would do that? That's crazy.
I like the softness of it, and I listen to it quite frequently.
It's fair.
Because sometimes I don't want the in your face everything. So I know, and some of this, not all the songs do that. Not all of them do that.
Yeah.
Cope. But
no, I agree.
I can turn it on, and I know it's going to be that more kind of relaxed.
It's kind of crazy that we ranked bottom and top the exact same. That's crazy.
That's crazy for the first time in ranking history.
Yeah, no one's ever done that before.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else to say on Hope?
I like it, but it's not. I know it's not as good as.
Yeah, I think it was just a general disappointment.
You had to listen to it back to back.
Yeah, it was probably in the same week that I listened to Cope and then Hope.
Yeah,
and so that's probably
that makes sense for the way we listened to it, especially because you weren't. Because what had you listened? You listened to A Black Mile to the Surface.
That's all I'd listened to.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's all I had.
So that makes sense.
But I mean, so then I had these 3 under my belt at that point.
Yeah.
So I kind of was getting an idea of where they came from at the very least, and I was waiting for the shift to occur.
Yeah.
And then Cope came along, and I was like,
wow. It is jarring when you're listening to the albums in order, and then you have okay, this is making sense, and then Cope appears, and it's
yeah,
what?
It feels like something changed, but
yeah.
Anyways, all right, should we move on to A Black Mile to the Service. Our sweet, sweet child. So here's my story with this. Mm-hmm. You sent me this album a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, this album's crazy. It's got so much story and symbolism and thought behind it. Listen to it. And I listened to it in one night and took notes on every single song and sent them all to you. And yeah, so I really do feel that like this was like a great shift.
Yeah.
We've slowly seen it happening, and this was the moment. Like suddenly the songs on this album like naturally transition into one another. There's clear like themes throughout. I mean, not that there weren't before.
Yeah.
But like there's like a clear story going on.
A clear story between this town.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
And if you listen to it, if you care to listen to them more, if you listen from Simple Math and then into that, it makes so much more sense than this too.
Yeah.
It is a lot different.
It does feel like Cope and Hope are like more like they should have come after this or before.
I agree. Well, I feel like Hope would have come later because it just like makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cope for sure. But Hope does feel like it.
I
was
like this.
made.
I literally wrote about this. I said this is what I love about full albums. Like a story, grand themes, and then I really made a big point to be like, they earn the big moments as compared to Cope, In Cope, it's all the big moments, and so none of it really matters at the end of the day. But this, it's like, they really earn it. They build up to things. It's just like beautiful and sweeping and painful and bitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know. This was the album he wrote. I might get this wrong. It was either when his daughter was born or when he knew he was having a daughter. Or it was like around that time that I know he wrote a lot of this. And and we can tell because like some of the songs in there, it talks about like him being a dad.
Yeah.
Either in symbolism or very literally. I think it's perfect. It tells a story, an overarching story in an album, while also each song has its individual story.
Yeah.
And the songs leading into each other.
Yeah, so cool.
And I think the lyrics in these songs are insane.
Yes. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. This is again peak Manchester Orchestra, people.
Definitely. Yeah.
And for everybody else in the world. And if you don't have this as first, then you're wrong.
We get all the Copes stands in the comments.
Bring back Cope.
Cope's the best!
Cope's the best.
Sorry! Not sorry.
And to you, I say,
Breach.
Is still 21 Pilots.
Breach. You keep doing that.
Cut the tape. I'm gonna get arrested by myself.
Oh man, he said Clancy is their worst album. Imagine such a thing.
That. Sean, if you don't cut that, I swear, we're gonna have issues. And to you, I say, Breach is 21 Pilots album. I just cut. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting it.
You're gonna delete all of our conversation about Black Mile to the Service. That's what you're gonna do.
How do I delete?
You sit back down, mister.
Okay.
So some of the highs, I mean again, I pretty much like the whole album.
Yeah.
The Alien is really, really good.
Yeah.
I like Lead, South Dakota.
That's my favorite.
And The Grocery.
Yeah.
Also, those three are especially good for me.
I love, you have all these super heavy songs, and then The Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
You're listening to death, loss, sadness, abuse, addiction.
Yeah.
And The Sunshine comes, and I remember when we talked about this years ago, I was like, did you feel a breath of fresh air when you hit The Sunshine? Because it is.
Yeah.
It is in this album that's so like, and then The Sunshine comes and like, oh great, now his dog's dead. And it's like, oh wait. Oh no. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel good.
They give you again, like, it's pacing for the album. It's a payoff, even in the story. It's pacing. Mm-hmm. It's not all. They give you a break from all the suffering.
Yes.
I think it's smart.
Yeah, and then the grocery happened.
The grocery.
But I literally almost all of the lyrics in all of these songs are quotable to me. That's why I can't like have a standout lyric. I mean, like I do.
I didn't
but
even.
It's like
I didn't even write any lyrics down for this one. I don't. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just. Yeah.
I think in its form, it's like one of the most perfect albums that have ever been created. Like truly.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, again, to make an overarching story and then stories within, to have all of the songs connect into each other, it's like so much thought how
again,
put into
it's
it.
a big
Insane.
shift. It's a big shift in what we saw before, and maybe that's the only reason it still ends up at the very top, but I don't think that's the only reason.
No,
I think it really holds up. Even I think it stands the test of time.
Yeah. And it's still one of my favorite things about Manchester Orchestra is they have these quiet moments and then they're so in your face screaming at you. I like when Andy Hull screams at me. On to our next one, which is A Million
Masks of God. All right.
Holy.
Yeah, this is a really good album.
Okay, so I actually thought when I was thinking of you, I thought this might have been your first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My High's keel timing.
Okay.
Wasn't right, wasn't wrong. It was holy. That's good. Let It Storm has a great switch up in it. With like gentle acceptance. I don't want to hold back my faith anymore. That's great.
That's so good.
Obstacle, brilliant build. Dad is at the hospital. Yeah.
So this I looked it up. He wrote Obstacle the night before his son was born.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Crazy.
I looked it up because I like looking up information about artists, and I read that one was written before the night his son was born. So I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that's
a crazy song to write.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think he's so in tune with these like raw emotions and deep connections, and he portrays it very well.
Yeah.
And it is raw and it's emotional. It's very, very well.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I love Bedhead. Arguing with the Dead. I'm not alone, but it sure feels like someone left.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to ask. What are your thoughts on Dinosaur?
I
hit that and I was like, what?
I was like, I don't know what to say about this one.
It sounded to me musically close to Let It Storm. And so I was confused if you thought it was like a continuation or something, but it didn't make sense to me.
I have no idea.
Somebody in the comments, please explain.
This is one of those moments I had where I was like, am I too stupid for this? I think I might actually be too dumb for this one.
You know what horrible comment I've said to people in actuality? When I talk about books and reading, we both love reading.
Yeah.
I recommend Stephen King a lot.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody's like, oh, I don't like Stephen King, I don't like his writing, I'm like, you are just too stupid to understand it.
Well, just flat out.
Yeah, that's it. I've said that to multiple people.
Cool.
You're welcome.
It's pretty awesome.
Read some Stephen King. Thank you. Anyways, back to the...
Stephen King, more like Stinky King, right? Let's go.
We're going to witness a murder on camera.
What else do you have to say about the Million Masks of God?
Holy wow.
Good.
I did cut those comments on.
Cool, editing.
I'm sorry. Oh, Telepath?
Yes.
So beautiful.
Yeah, lovely.
What a beautiful love song, people.
I think okay. Million Masks of God. I was curious about like overall themes. I was Googling stuff about it.
Yep.
You know where we're going with this?
Yeah.
Like the poem that the name of this album comes from?
Oh, I was not going there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, people. Yeah, talk about that. I did not see that.
The phrase Million Masks of God, we don't know. I don't think people know for sure if this is where they got the phrase, but it's from a poem by this guy G.K. Chesterton called Gold Leaves.
Okay.
And I don't know. I could read the whole thing. I guess I won't. But what's interesting about this is the million masks of God in this context is the idea of just people all around you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I knew that theme. I didn't know about the poem.
Yeah. So the poem Gold Leaves is like a poem about getting older and aging. Like I'm getting older. I'm like the golden leaves. Mm-hmm. Where once I was like, what does it say here? In youth I sought the Prince of Men, captain in cosmic wars, our Titan, even the weeds would show defiant to the stars. But now a great thing in the street seems any human nod, where shift in strange democracy the million masks of God. So being young and wanting all these grand things, and then getting old and just being like amazed at life and the world around you, what's already there. I think beautiful.
Yeah, they also this album has a lot to talk about: guilt, death, the masks of man and God, lost sense of self and an old self, and then falling.
Falling. Yeah.
Do you notice how many times they say falling?
I did notice that. Yeah.
And to me, I think it's referencing a lot of those things, like death itself. I think it also is like your old self. Also, like who you're trying to be, leaving something behind. A lot about loss, though.
Yeah.
Crazy album.
Yeah.
This was one that I had listened to because I was like, all right, they released a new album, and I didn't go back and listen to Simple Math. Sorry, everybody. I listened to it once, and I was like, yeah, it's okay, and I've re-listened to it, and it's been on repeat now. It's really good.
5 minutes to talk about the Valley of Vision.
Okay. I thought it was okay. I liked it. I think it's extremely different for them, considering the lineup that was here. Because this is their most recent album. And we're not ranking the live versions of their albums.
Remind me, correct me if I'm wrong. This is a EP. This is a shorter situation, right? It was like 6 songs or something?
Yes, there's, I believe, 6 songs on it. And they're talking about it's loosely based off a scripture or a poem.
Valley of Vision.
I'm going to look that up really quick.
It might be a book. Here's why. For me, these two could be interchangeable as well.
Okay.
So I think, again, it could just literally be recency bias that Valley of Vision ended up here versus below Million Masks of God. But I did really enjoy it. It could also be another situation where I'm too stupid for lyrics, and so having a shorter thing to go through was actually kind of like relieving in a way, and made it more digestible and more like, oh wow, I really was able to fully comprehend a lot more, or at least better comprehend a lot of what was going on. And as for your statement on it being different from, especially compared to the past, that might also be why it ended up so high for me, because I was like, oh, a change, like this is a change, and I'm always excited by change. With it, to me, that's like the biggest evidence of growth, you know. Even if it doesn't land all the time. So I can understand why it would end up low as well.
And I think, because you have like recency bias, I have the opposite of recency bias, where I'm like, I've been listening to a lot of these albums for a long time. This one I had not listened to at all, and I listened to it and I was like... And it didn't click for me like A Million Masks of God, where I was like, okay, I'm really liking this, I sense a theme, I listened to that, and I was like, it was fine.
Let's see, some lyrics and songs that I really liked. Capital Karma, I forgave myself, so forgive yourself. I love that. That's awesome.
It was really good.
Quietly is just a lovely song. Lose You Again, How Do I Learn to Lose You Again is a great, like, man, that's awesome.
No, I really like Lose You Again and Rear View.
Rear View also on my list. Scream When You Need Me Again, Scream When You Don't. I'd rather sit here listening to you screaming than sit here alone. That is good really stuff.
No, and I think that's why it also is a little lower for me, is because it's shorter, because I only really like 2 of the songs.
That's fair.
And so to me, when I kind of rank, I'm like, okay, how many songs do I like? Do I like the overarching theme?
Yeah.
What do I like about this? And then I was like, okay, I like 2 of the songs, and I was like, well, it's much better than Cope. I think, unfortunately, I hate to rag on Cope this much.
Yeah.
But I do think there is a gap here.
Yeah.
I think there is a big gap between like these albums for me, in my opinion. I don't know if your gap's here or here, but
yeah, it could be either, honestly.
Yeah, for me, it's like it does feel like I have like, I'm so sorry, Cope. I still listen to you.
I know.
But just talking about it,
I think Cope almost is better, like, just to listen to some of the songs.
Yeah, I agree.
You get drowned out by everything when you listen to the whole thing.
And that's why I can listen to the full album of Hope, is because I don't feel like it's like...
I think also on Valley of Vision, I think a thought I had was like, this feels, and maybe this is strange to say, but like a little more mature. Like they've not only grown in their musicality and like changed in that, but also like lyrically, it's seeming to be a little more acceptance of issues rather than angst against them. Which again, not that angst against them is bad. I love all the other stuff. But like,
I mean, look at our top album.
But again, like if I think about like the 21 Pilots list, like Clancy was really high, probably for that same reason. Like it's a very mature, it's like more of a mature album rather than stewing in all the bad emotions. It's like, let's push through, let's get, you know? So I think that's also why it resonated with me to such a degree. You know, you can see right here, like I liked their most recent stuff the best.
I agree. And that's why, again, I Simple Math at least wasn't here just because it was more different from the rest of it.
Again, maybe it's recency bias. Something about that one just hit me the second time through, so it's one of those things. So do we want to just talk overall thoughts on Manchester Orchestra for a sec?
Yes, we can. I have a few thoughts about Manchester Orchestra overall.
So let me, I've levied already some criticisms at this. Let me levy my two main criticisms and talk about the second one more than the first. So the first one is, again, the first half of their catalog, very samey, a lot of similar sounds. They start at 100 and they stay there, right? And because of that, it all becomes one mesh in my mind, right? It's like especially with like Cope, I come to the end of the album and I cannot remember a single song I just listened to. That's tough, right? The second criticism I would have, and this one has a little bit more to say about it, is actually, and hold with me here, okay, this is going to sound bad, is actually their lyrics. Now here's what I'm saying, okay? Their lyrics are deep and profound, but sometimes instead of trying to write and like create like something catchier or something like that, they go for a deeper and more profound thing. And so because of that, again, it's another thing that makes it feel more muddled. There's not like a single hook to remember from the song, stuff like that. Often, not always. But often. And so that's a criticism, but also that second one, I don't think I would want them to change. Because the value of these songs really, or one of a big value of the songs is the lyricism, is how much depth he puts in that. So it's a criticism I have, but it's also like, it's a strength as well. So, I don't know, it's a complicated feeling. Those are like my two big criticisms of Manchester Orchestra overall, and one of them is also like I don't want them to change this thing, you know?
And so something that kind of goes along with that, counters that a little bit, is it does not feel marketed towards a radio.
Right, exactly.
And we talked about this in 21 Pilots a little bit, is when some of the songs that I don't like, they feel like they're marketed towards a radio. Which is very unfortunate, just because I'm like, you guys are trying to get a top hit here. I love that. I
never once do I feel that here. Like that, no.
In the best way possible, because I'm like, you're making great music.
That's clearly not the point of what they're doing. And that's why I say, like, I don't actually want them to change that aspect of
that's
themselves.
That's why I'm saying, like, to kind of, like, counter that point, or to stay with that, is like, because, I listen to this, and I'm not like, oh yeah, this sounds like a radio single that goes da 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 da. You know what I mean? And I'm like, just like every other hit radio song.
It doesn't feel like they ever lean in that direction.
No,
which is impressive for 8 albums worth of music. It's impressive to make stuff that, again, maybe this sounds like it would be mean, but I never would expect to hear on the radio.
But like, in like the best way possible.
Exactly. Not in a bad way, not in like a, it's bad, like in a way that like clearly this person cares about their thing and creating it to be their thing.
Because I know I've heard some of their songs on like indie stations, alternative rock stations, those kinds. But I'm talking like the big radios where, you know, you're listening to the same 40 songs that sound exactly the same because they want to be a big hit. I don't get that from them, and I love that.
Not at all.
Because even like a lot of outside of pop albums do that, because pop's like what's really big right now. I think pop's like really hitting in like the top 40 charts. But you know, there's like rock songs that do it.
Yeah,
trying to hit that like that hook, that bridge.
There's
that
a sound. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing I love about them is I don't feel like I'm like.
I agree 100%. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I think they're a truly special band. Like I think it's a very special, a very unique, a very powerful band. I think they are not perfect, and I don't think I'd want them to be perfect, because that's the essence of their music. It's this fighting with God and faith and family and community. It's this fight
and emotion.
Yeah, it's all of this stuff. Like that's the essence of what they do. So
yeah, they're incredible. The writing is incredible. You can tell it comes from a place of just emotion, storytelling, raw energy. They have, I cannot compliment them enough to how they have these low lows, and then they are screaming in your face in 3 seconds, and it is like, oh.
Yeah.
Have you? So, and I doubt you have, but I would challenge you to listen to some of their live music with like headphones on.
Yeah.
It's insane, because because it's like. You know, we have like a music on our phone, and it kind of like volumes here, but live is such a different thing, and they are
all over.
It's great. It is great.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Wow. Well, I think we're there, huh?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think after talking, we can do our one thing. Would you change anything after discussing?
Well, clearly I need to listen to Mean Everything to Nothing again.
Yeah.
I might swap these two.
Okay.
I think I would swap these two. But the rest, until I like give it a re-listen, maybe I would be kinder to Hope, but I don't know. I think I prefer everything that's above it to it.
And that's fair. That's fair. I'm really set on mine. The only thing that I'm like, again, this for me is just interchangeable.
Yeah.
Those two are just interchangeable, because I think Simple Math is more unique, has more songs I like on it, but I catch myself listening to Mean Everything to Nothing more often.
Interesting.
I don't know why that is. It's just... and maybe it's just because this one's newer, and I've listened to that one more. But those two, again, those are like the same spot for me.
Yeah.
It's like the 3 and 4, they're like the same thing. They're both 3s to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything else I'm like pretty happy about, though.
Well, cool.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening to Two Dudes Rink music albums. And next,
we're going to be checking out Mother. So, you know, listen to them a lot, I guess.
I have heard nothing from them.
Oh, man. Yo, this is going to be a ride. Yes.
Singular thing.
I'm actually so hyped in that. I didn't know if you'd like heard some stuff.
I don't, until I'm listening.
You probably have heard a couple of their songs, to be honest, but yeah, the fact that you don't know really anything that you're getting into, yes, that's so exciting. All right, cool. We'll see you next time, everybody.